Hi everyone, my name is Gillian and today I'd like to share with you how to make a happiness jar. I've got some on the table in front of me. Now, happiness jars can be full of inspirational, positive messages for you to read, or it could be a place to store your moments of happiness, which is what we're making today, and I'll explain a little bit more about that later. But these are the happiness jars here, and they're made using a glass jar from your recycling. So this one's a pasta jar, but just see what you can find. And anything that you have in your house really to decorate. So we've got a mixture here of washi tape, pipe cleaners, felt, ribbon, beads, but you could use coloured paper or paint. There's lots and lots of options. So the first thing you do is to decorate the lid of the jar. And I'm going to use washi tape today. And washi tape comes in lots of colours and patterns. I'm going to use this red one with white spots. You just place it on top of the lid and across, and then you just trim the edge. So you just keep going, adding more and more washi tape to this and trimming the edges. Now, I wonder if you've heard of the Danish concept of hygge. It's spelt differently to what it sounds. But it's about celebrating those everyday moments of happiness that we all feel. You can feel exceedingly happy just for a few seconds sometimes, but we never dwell on what those moments of happiness are. And the Danish concept of hygge is about celebrating those moments. And all you do when you experience one of those moments is write it down on a piece of paper and bob it into your jar. And then, in 6 to 12 months later, you could open your jar and reflect on the moments of happiness that you've experienced. It's like a diary to yourself. So you keep going with the lid until you've covered it in washi tape, so it looks like that. We'll just attach that on. Now let's go back to the jars themselves. So it's quite pretty if you put in coloured paper inside, if you can see through a little bit. This one's got some beads on the side. This one's got ribbon around the outside. And that one's got a mixture of pipe cleaners and washi tape. But I'm going to copy this one and put some ribbon around. So you just need some hot glue to hold it in place. I'm just going to put a little dab of hot glue there and place some ribbon around this. That's it. And then wrap it round, and we need another bit of hot glue around the other side, and that will just hold it nicely in place, and then we can trim it. There we go, that's one, and I'm just going to add one to the bottom as well. You would keep going decorating these jars and make them really fancy, but you'll get the general idea from what I'm showing you. There we go. So that's one there. So that's just a really quick version there. I'll bring the other ones back out. So let me share with you some of my hygge moments. So drinking a soya latte is a hygge moment for me. When I get one, it always makes me feel really comforted and warm and cosy. Also, Christmas days, super busy, and I normally do the cooking, so I'm tired at the end of the day, but I normally get bought pyjamas for Christmas, and it makes me feel so like cosy inside, and it feels like such a treat to put on new pyjamas at the end of a tiring day. I really like that. But recently, last week, I experienced a hygge moment when I was in Halifax town centre. I had an appointment and I was just about on time, but I needed to park the car, and I was getting a little stressed. But then I turned the corner and there were two parking spaces right next to each other, and I didn't need to reverse park. I could drive straight in, and I was on time for my appointment. And in that moment, I felt exceedingly happy. It only lasted for a few minutes. But all you do is bob that down on a piece of paper like that and put it in your happiness jar. And then you can reflect on what's made you happy later. But it could be lots of things. It could be like fresh snow on the ground or birds singing. It's really interesting to see what it is that makes you happy over a period of time. So why don't you give it a go? It's lots of fun. Thanks for watching.